guys, and welcome back. My name is Ohaple, and today we've got another episode of Coach Ohaple. This is a series where I take subscriber gameplay and analyze it to give you guys relevant tips and tricks. This week we've got Josh Keatley. Josh is a channel much bigger than my own. He's a great guy, a great YouTuber. You might have seen him on our podcast. If not, definitely go check him out. He does a lot of great commentaries. He does Call of Duty as well as some other games. And you might be noticing that he's getting off to a little bit of a rough start. He's playing some collision here, kill confirmed, using that Remington silenced. So far, you don't see him doing a lot wrong, but he's just dying over and over again. And I'm going to give this kind of to his tag lust, is what we're going to call it. He's running out there. He's like, all right, I died there. Let's go get some tags. Let's go get some tags. And he's rushing out. You see that he's in the middle of the map. There's people that are hanging out in these crow's nests and head glitch spots, and they're picking him off over and over and over again. Now, it's definitely worth noting that the team he's playing against is pretty good. It looks like the people on their team have some experience. Some have red clan tags, which means they're in a clan that's very experienced. And when you're going up against good enemies like this, you have to be a little bit more careful. And you see that over the course of this game, he actually does change his strategy up. At the beginning, he made some mistakes. He rushed out. Maybe he was underestimating his enemy, and it allowed them to pick up some free kills on him, get him several deaths. As we watch him play, though, through this entire game, he slowly shifts his strategy, starts playing a little bit slower, a little bit more aware where he is and where the enemy is likely to be, and he ends out actually coming out with a very good score in the end of this game. So he notices that they've been holed up in their spawn for quite a while. They've been picking them off from some of the same locations over and over again. It seems like they've got a sniper that's pretty skilled. They keep picking people off without me barely even being able to see them in the replays. And so he's going to have to change his position. He's like watching his mini-map right here. He knows where they're likely to be. He's starting to actually think it out a little bit more. And his play he makes here in a second actually really shows this foresight and how he is adapting to their play style. You'll see that here after he picks up another death, I think, or maybe two, he completely changes where he's going. I think it's right here. He is now saying, all right, they want to have that side of the map. Let's let them have it. I'll sit in the corner, hold off this choke point through the center of the map, and catch them off guard. Now, this doesn't make for great YouTube footage because obviously people want to see people rushing around, but it is the way that you ought to be playing in a lot of cases, that sometimes it's better to be safe, especially when you're against good enemies. You don't want to be recklessly running around. And you see that he's starting to play this side. He knows he's got teammates to his flank, and so he's able to just keep watching and catch them off guard where he knows they're going to be. He gets up against three guys, manages to get two of them, but hey, that's still a positive outcome in favor of his team. Now, for the sake of time, we're going to jump ahead a little bit. You'll see that he managed to finally bring himself to an even 12-12. Here he picks up a first place kill, and then one more guy right here. Again, he's watching the mini-map. I can just tell from the way he's playing. He knows his team's on the other end. He knows he's in a corner. Well, that means that the enemy is likely to be coming from the other corner. That's how he was able to rack up those two kills so easily, as they're running away from their spawn. He predicted their spawn and could just really shoot him in the back, which is what you want to do. You want to make all your gunfights unfair. I like the gun choice he has, the Remington silenced. I prefer the Honey Badger if I am going silenced, but I definitely understand why somebody would want to use this. However, I will say it seems that the IEDs he's placing are maybe a little bit underpowered for the type of game that his enemy is playing. They're playing it much more conservative, sticking together on one part of the map, and so he's using it to try to watch his own flank, and it's helped him out once or twice through this match. But this isn't the kind of enemy that you can really take full advantage of IEDs on, especially in a hectic game type like Kill Confirmed. Personally, I would have preferred to see him use something like a C4, where you're actually going to be able to use it more offensively, unlike the IEDs, where they're mostly good for objective gameplay. It seems like gun skill isn't really a problem that he has. When he wants to hit a target and he's got him in his screen, he can hit him almost all of the time. So that's not his problem. But it's more about positioning. I noticed that he's fallen victim many times to enemies that are up on the second story, and yet he doesn't really take advantage of that many times himself. You need to consider that just as in real life, the height is an advantage in Call of Duty. When you're up at a point, people have to actively aim their weapons upwards in order to look at you, and that means that they're missing what's below them. When you're on the upper screen or on the upper level, it's much easier to look down and cover your level and the level below you and catch people off guard. So I would definitely recommend on this map taking advantage of those 2 crow's nests, maybe not that top middle because that's a pretty dangerous position, but definitely the 2 crow's nest areas because you can rack up some super easy kills that way. I think this is a very fun map. It suits Call of Duty very well. It's a smaller map. It's got very symmetrical lines to it and predictable paths. So I like that about it. The DLCs are some of my favorite. They kind of bring me back to what I actually wanted out of Call of Duty Ghosts. But I feel like he's still playing Call of Duty a little bit like before the map packs. He's playing it like he's playing on any of the larger maps from before where he's having to, alright, let's run around with the assault rifle. On this kind of a map, maybe a shotgun or an SMG would do you better. And just keep in mind, this is small, it is predictable, so if you're using an AR, be on the upper level camping a little bit, or use an SMG and run and gun. I hope you guys enjoyed today's commentary. Go check out Josh Keatley's channel, link down in the description. He's a great channel. I think he just had one of his biggest videos hit 500,000 views, so congratulations on that. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Make sure to keep checking back for more videos daily.
Kill confirmed.